Hello everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks very much for joining me. Today I'm doing the assembly tutorial for the Unisex handbag. This project has been designed by Nicole Silhouette here on YouTube, and I shall link her YouTube channel in the description box below. The Unisex handbag is available as a cutting die set from the KSCraft Lovers store on AliExpress. It's also available as a digital cutting file in Nicole's Etsy store called Nicole's Paper Crafts, and I shall link both of those in the description box below. So I have all my pieces cut out. I did use the die cutting set for my tutorial, so we'll go through the pieces and we'll get started now. So I have all the die pieces here, and these are all the pieces that you'll get in the die set. These pieces here on the left make up the body of the bag, and these pieces here on the right are the decorative panels. So I've cut everything out. This piece here, you'll cut two of those, and you can see that it does give you a double stitching line on those pieces. These are the front and the back of the handbag. This next piece here is the bottom of the handbag. You'll just cut one of those, and you can see I've gone ahead and put double-sided tape on the glue tabs and folded along the score lines. So you just need one of those. This piece here, it has a glue tab on one side, and the other side is just folded over without any glue on it. And you can tell the glue tabs because they have angled edges, as I'm showing here. This tab at the front is just a tab that folds down. It's not a glue tab. That's the top of the handbag that you would close. This piece here is the piece that goes over the top of the handbag like a latch. I'll show you on this piece here. It's going to go over the top like that. It's a latch. This piece here, you need to cut this twice, and it is the both ends of the handbag. A piece looks like this, so you need two of those. So I have them here, and you can see I've gone ahead, folded on the score lines, and put double-sided tape on the glue tabs. So these folds here are mountain folds, the three, and then those diagonal lines fold in, as I'm showing here. And that top tab is a mountain fold, folds down, like I'm showing here. So mountain, 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 and the two diagonal folds are valley folds, and you'll fold those in, like so. Next up we have these two little dies, and I've cut those. They hold the strap. These are other strap holders. There are two of those. They look like this. You'll cut this 4 times, and they go on the edge if you'd like a shoulder strap instead of the other 2 straps. And then we have this is the strap, and you'll cut those. I've got 4 here because I couldn't decide if I wanted my straps to be black or in that leopard print, and they go like that over each side of the bag. But you do have the choice of a shoulder strap too. So I haven't decided yet which cardstock I'm going to use. So you've got a sneak peek of what I'm going to be using for my decorative panels. I'm going to go through those with you now. So this piece you'll cut 2, and you can see I've chosen a leopard print. This is where you could come into your own with your handbags and use all your animal print paper, because I think that would look fantastic. So 2 of those, and you can see where they go. This piece here is the decorative panel for this part, which is the top of the handbag that opens. That fits nicely there. It's very easy to see where all of the decorative panels are for this handbag. This piece here is the decorative panel for the latch. Goes in place like so. This piece here is the decorative panel for the end pieces of the bag. You'll cut 2 of those, and these also are part of the end of the bag. So they go into position like so. Like I said, it's very easy to see where all of the decorative panels go. These last 2 little pieces, they are the decorative panels for the 2 that are in black cardstock. These hold the handles onto the handbag. So they go like so. And you'll cut 4 of each of these, 4 of the black and 4 of the leopard print panels. And depending on what sort of closure you'd like, I'm choosing a magnet for my closure. You could also use Velcro dots for your closure on your handbag. So we'll get started and we'll put the handbag together. The pieces I have here are the front and back, the 2 end pieces, the top that opens and the bottom. So I've got the bottom here and I'm attaching one of the side pieces to the glue tab, as I'm showing here. I'm going to do the same for the other side piece, or the back, front or back, whichever way. And it just goes into position like so, taking care to line it up and be as precise as I can. I'm just manoeuvring that around so you get a better view. So I guess I'm calling these pieces the front and the back of the bag, although they are identical. And that will look like so. Next up, it's time to put the ends on, and they'll go into position on the ends via the glue tabs. I'll just move that top piece out the way, and that will look like so. So I remove the backings off the double-sided tape on that glue tab and attach that to the short side of the bottom of the bag. Taking care to line it up and be as precise as I can. And press it down so that the glue gets a good stick. Then I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to start joining these sides together. So I'm going to remove the backings off the tape on the end pieces and just join the front or back, whichever one you choose it to be, to the end piece like so. Do the same on the opposite side. It's not a very complicated bag to put together. Making sure that that's getting a good stick. We'll do the same thing on the other end. Just remove the backings off the glue tab, join that side onto the end piece, and do the same on the opposite side. You can see how quickly our bag has come together. Just going to press inside with my bone folder to make sure that those glue tabs are sticking down well. And I'm happy with how this is looking. I'll just give you a look all the way around. And I like the way that you can sort of press the sides in of the bag with the aid of those gussets that are on the side end pieces. Like so, and it gives you a bit more room in your bag. So it's time now to put the next piece in place, and this is this top piece. And I'm going to rest it on those 2 tabs that fold in, and then I'll press the back onto the exposed glue. I'll show that to you now. So I'll just remove the backings off the tape, carefully put that inside and rest it on those 2 tabs, hold it in place with my thumbs, and with my index fingers I'm going to press that side piece onto the exposed glue tab and press it into place. And give it a good rub to make sure the glue gets a good stick. And then that piece will fold down and tuck in so that you can't see what's inside your handbag. So the side that we've just attached that top piece to now becomes the back of the handbag, or the back side of the handbag, and the latch by the shorter tab there gets attached to that back of the handbag, and the longer tab of the latch folds over and is the front side of the handbag, like so. So it's time to attach the decorative panels to the handbag before we put the latch in place. So I've just sped up the footage here, and we're going to glue this panel onto the front of the handbag, keeping in mind now that we know which way is the front and the back because of that top. So now I'm going to put the decorative panel onto the back, and the back is the side that we attached the top piece to. So it's time now to put the latch in place on the bag, and it goes like so. But before we do that, I'm going to put the decorative panel into position on the piece. Just get some glue on there and press that piece down, making sure it lines up with the folds that are on the decorative panel and also on the latch piece. Just give it a good press, because this piece will need to bend, and we need to make sure that that decorative panel is glued in place properly. Then I'm going to put glue on that smaller tab of the latch and put it into position on the back of the handbag, taking care here to make sure you've put your latch on the right side. It will be the side that you attach that top piece to that opens. You don't want to stick your latch on the wrong side, because that long tab of the latch folds over the front, like so. So the shorter bit of the latch is at the back and the longer piece is at the front. So the top of the handbag needs to open on the same side as the long part of this latch, if that makes sense. Don't put your latch on the wrong side. Both the long side of the latch and the top of the handbag need to open on the same side. It's time now to put my magnetic closure into position, and I'm just putting small glue dots on each side of the magnets that are joined together, and then I'm going to put it into position on the underneath side of the latch at the front there, and press that down into place. These glue dots do a reasonably good job of holding the magnets into position, but sometimes you may need to use some strong glue, like the E6000 or something like that. So I'm just making sure that that's into position nicely and giving you a look all the way around. Now it's time to put the decorative panels in place on the rest of the handbag. And as I said before, it's very easy to see where these go. You could decorate your handbag in many different ways, different types of paper. I particularly liked the animal print for this handbag. I think it's a leopard print, but all of the animal print paper could be used for these handbags. You could also use pretty florals, which would normally be my go-to, but I wanted to do something a little bit different for this handbag. Could be decorated in many different styles. I'm just showing you there that the magnet's in place nicely, and I'm going to put that decorative panel on the top of the handbag that opens. Closes down and it all looks nice. So I've got these pieces here, and this is where I realised I didn't have 4 because I need 2 for each side. So I'll just get one side done first, or one set done first I should say. And those panels go into position like so. And then for the magic of editing, I've now got 4, because you need 2 for each side of your bag. They'll go into position like so, 2 on each side. And these are the pieces that hold the handle onto the handbag, if you're going to use handles that go like so. And I'm deciding here whether I want black handles or the leopard print. So I'm just having another look at the leopard print, and I'm thinking, too much leopard. So I'm going to go with the black. And that will be attached like so to the handbag. That's if you want handles like that. You can have these handles, or you can do a shoulder strap, or you can have both. So you can see I've gone ahead and attached those panels to the straps, and I'm going to glue them into position. So I'm just eyeballing it here. You can measure it if you like, but I generally just eyeball. Just making sure the glue gets a good stick before you bring that other side around to attach it. So I'm just spending a little bit of extra time here making sure that glue's got a good hold. Then I'm going to take the handle and bring it around and put glue on the underneath side. And just bring it around so that the strap looks in the right orientation on the other side, and then hold it into position while the glue dries. Just pressing it down, making sure that glue is getting a good stick before I let it go. And then I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So like I said, you can have these handles on your handbag, or you can do a shoulder strap, and that's what those other pieces are for, which I'll go through with you in a moment. And you can have a shoulder strap, and you can use cardstock for the shoulder strap, just cut a piece to size, or you could use some nice ribbon or some lace, depending on the style in which you have created your handbag. Or you can have both. You can have both the handles and a shoulder strap. Entirely up to you. It's your handbag. You can do whatever you like with it. I've just chosen to have these handles on my handbag. I didn't want to have the shoulder strap. So just making sure that's all getting a good hold before letting it all go. Okay, so that's our handbag completed. Just show you how it opens. So we open it up like so. The latch lifts up and the top of the handbag lifts up, and you can see inside. It's quite generous, and it's a nice little handbag. Be great for party favours, or to give some girly gifts. Really lovely. It's probably my favourite handbag of the ones that Nicole has designed, and it's very easy to put together. So if you wanted to do the shoulder straps, this is the piece that you'll need, and you'll need to cut 4 of them, 2 for each side, and you would glue 2 together for strength, like what I'm doing here. And just glue them together, make sure the glue gets a good hold, and that's for one side, and then do the same thing with the other 2, glue them together for strength. And then fold them along the score line, and then they would go into position on each side of the handbag, like so. And then you would attach your shoulder strap, however you made it, either from cardstock, ribbon or lace, whatever you want to use, to your strap holders there. So I have a photo here of my completed handbag, and I kept the styling on my handbag fairly simple, as I didn't want to take away from the leopard print paper. And it was a struggle for me not to actually use flowers on this handbag, but flowers wouldn't have suited in with the leopard print bag. So that's my tutorial finished for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching and that you feel inspired to make one of these handbags. Don't forget to check the description box down below for the links that I've previously mentioned. And if you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would really love that too. Thanks very much for watching today. Have a great day, and until next time, it's bye for now.